Hi, Brave friends. In the Brave Girl Project's podcast today, we're talking all about how to attend events alone. There are events probably where you don't have a friend to go with. Maybe your friends aren't interested. Maybe you're feeling a little on the out of the friendship circle. And I want you to learn how to not rely on others to get you to events. I want you to learn how to rely on yourself, to build your confidence, to be alone and still go to the events that you deserve to go to, especially because there may be opportunities that are just waiting for you as a result of going to these events. So follow along as we explore the 7 keys to solving the worry puzzle so that we feel confident attending events alone. Friends, it can be so tough when there is an event that you want to go to, but you don't have someone to go to that event with. And that can leave us all feeling a little anxious, a little worried, and uncomfortable. But we need to actually push through those uncomfortable feelings and take a chance and do that activity because we don't want to miss out on all the wonderful things that we can go out and do that are going to enrich our life. And oftentimes that uncomfortable feeling, you're not going to feel that for very long. So here are the 7 keys to solving the worry puzzle to help you take action and get out and do the things that you deserve to participate in. Even if you don't have someone to do things with, make sure that you're taking action. The first part of solving the 7 keys to worry is looking at why is this important? Why should you go to this event? I'm going to use one of our friends from the Brave Tribe. They actually have the opportunity to attend a high school that they're interested in attending in the future. They're having an open house and some fun events and games, but they're nervous because there is no one to go to this event with. Why is that important to go to this event? Well, for our friend, it's important because this may be a school she wants to attend. Going to it will help her have a bigger sense and a feel of what does it feel like to be in the building? What are the professors like? What does it look like? Do I see myself as part of this school in the future? She's going to learn more about the programs. That may excite her even more to hear the things that she could participate in and classes she can take. That all there is a big part of why it's important for her to go. It helps her answer questions. The second key to solving the worry puzzle is bridging back to past successes. What are some things that you may have done in the past that took a little courage? Maybe you went to an event by yourself. Maybe you did something and you just didn't know anyone, but you still did it. Just think each year you start the school year in a new class. You don't know the teacher that well. You don't always know which friends will be in the class. Even if you've never gone and done something completely by yourself, there are times that you've stepped into doing things that are uncomfortable. So think about and list out the things you've done that are uncomfortable. The third step in solving the worry puzzle is expecting worry to show up. Of course, worry is going to all of a sudden be there right before the event. But when else will worry pop up? Maybe it's going to start popping up a couple days before the event. We know that worry is going to be there. And when we expect worry to be there, we're not taken by surprise when we start to have some of the somatic symptoms of worry, like the headache, the tummy ache, feeling not yourself, maybe feeling on edge, the butterflies in the belly. That's all part of worry. So when we expect that worry is going to be present, it helps us not be alarmed by some of the physical experiences and maybe the emotional experiences. One of the things we have done in the Brave Girl Tribe is we have externalized worry. We have given a name to our worry. I call my worry Amy G because the amygdala is where the worry center is. And when you look at how amygdala is spelled, it starts out with AMYG. So I talk back to Amy G. And that is what I invite you to do. I want you to name worry, give it a name. It can be a name that makes you think it's a small little child, a little being that needs to be taken care of. Our worry is really trying to protect us, it's trying to keep us safe. But sometimes it misreads the signals and interprets going to an event as a life-threatening emergency, which we know it's not. So pick a name, and I want you to look at how you can talk back to this worry. If I were getting ready to go to an event where I didn't know people, and I start to have maybe the tummy ache or feeling like, gosh, I really just don't want to go. I don't think it's a good idea. That is Amy G talking. And what I do is I talk back to her and I say, Amy G, you are not in control. This is not an emergency. This is just you're feeling nervous and trying to keep me safe. But I am going to push through and do this activity anyways. Amy G, I'm in control, not you. Amy, this is not a saber-toothed tiger. This is an event. It's going to be fun. Let's go do it, Amy G. You're not in charge of me. I am. Anything that makes you feel powerful and in control, I want you to say to Amy G, or whatever you've named your worry. The next step is doing the uncomfortable on purpose. That means going to the event, stretching outside of that comfort zone, even though it may feel initially very uncomfortable. When we give ourselves permission, hey, I can do this. I'm going to step into this discomfort. I'm going to try and just put myself out. That is true bravery. That is true courage. And in that, you're reteaching your worry that things aren't dangerous. Some of us have anxiety and we feel like we can't do certain things because of our anxiety. And that's not true. That's something that anxiety is trying to get you to believe. When we listen to anxiety and we do what anxiety wants by avoiding or not doing the activity, it convinces anxiety that it has done exactly what it's meant to do. It's meant to protect us. And so it thinks now that this uncomfortable thing has passed, that you're safe. And then anxiety gets stronger because of that. And it starts to look for other things that you should be worried or anxious about. And that's where we need to get back in control and retrain worry. We want and need worry to alert us to different things in our environment that could be dangerous. But going to events, meeting new people, that is not a time when we need worry to step in and be in charge. That's where we need to be in charge. The next step in solving your worry is creating an action plan. So that's going to look unique for each person and for each event. So if you're going to an event that you don't know people, you might want to having a couple conversation topics. If you're going to an event at a school that you might go to and there are other students there, it could simply be having a smile and asking, oh, what school do you currently go to? If you're being given a tour by current students, asking them questions like, what do you like best about this school? What was the hardest thing to get used to when you first started here? What has been your favorite class? These are questions you can ask the students who are giving the tour. So just thinking out loud some questions you can ask. I always like to write these down. The reason I write them down is not to take them with me necessarily, but the act of writing helps us memorize what we want to ask. That could be very helpful for you. And the other piece, it could be even doing some role playing with a parent, playing with a sibling, and then acting as if you feel confident, as if you feel comfortable, and stepping into the unknown and looking at other people that also might be alone and seeing yourself not as someone who needs to be helped, but seeing yourself as someone that can go in and maybe help other people. You might connect with somebody who's at that event who also feels uncertain and a little out of place, and that connection can lead to a new friendship. So make sure to develop a plan. Write down a couple of the things that you plan to do so that you have in your head a game plan to help and support yourself. The final step of solving the worry puzzle is your breath. It is the one thing that is always with you, and it is the one thing you can use to help recenter yourself when you are feeling out of place, uncertain, a little heightened. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose, hold it for a moment at the top, and then a nice long gentle exhale out through the mouth. And doing this a couple times can help ground you, can help signal to your brain that this is not a life-threatening situation, that there's not a saber-toothed tiger chasing you. It helps turn off the alert system and gets you out of fight, flight, or freeze. I hope that these have been helpful. There is a worksheet that you can use to go through this and plan out the event, the party, the thing that you have to do. And it helps you then take control and get you back in charge so that it's not your worry that is telling you what to do. It is you deciding what you want to do.
If you want to download the 7 Keys to Solving the Worry Puzzle worksheet, simply visit bit.ly/7 keys to worry. For the Brave Girl Tribe, this is in your membership dashboard under Tools. And remember, friends, continue to live life bravely.